In this movie titled Contact, I found there to be like a lot of similarities in like the the atmosphere of like where the movie was like taking place. I know in the Terminator, like in the beginning, there was kind of like the satellites and like stuff like that, and that's also like kind of how there were a couple of scenes in for the Contact. I thought it was interesting that they both used like these settings to like portray like a like more of a like technological like atmosphere. I thought it was really interesting that like for this movie the one of the main actresses is like trying to interpret what something mean like what the star means, and wants to go into space. I think that's really interesting because like over the last week I've been watching like a lot of like conspiracy videos and stuff like that, and I thought it was interesting how like how we do interpret certain things. Like we don't know if like that's a sign from someone else, like is someone else trying to contact us from another world. I know, after like watching these conspiracy like videos, it's really hard to tell like if like there is like a greater like thing that's going on, like are we just like is like the government like telling us to do something, or like are we just following what the government is telling us and not actually looking like greater into it. I think it was interesting that like it was I know that in the movie they were kind of like, oh, like are you sure you want to do this, do you want to risk your life, that's really dangerous. And I think that like in society today like it's really like looked down on if you do like want to step out of the comfort zone and go and look what something actually means. Like there's a lot of science that like hasn't been proven yet, but like if there is something that's different, like that if there is something that is different that comes like to us, like the like going to the moon, like do you really want to do that? Like are we sure that like that's safe? I think that like following not following the norms of like just going of like doing like what we're told and stuff like that, we could find out so much more about like the world, and like we will know like where things like actually have come from, except for like obviously like the Big Bang, but like is there something greater than that? I thought it was interesting that this movie like there was a lot of science fiction about this, and like and that goes obviously a lot hand in hand with like the other movies we would watch. I think that these movies have like a huge influence on like of like scientists like today, and like make you kind of like think more. So like I think this was a good movie for like scientists like now or back like when this movie was made, for like them to like challenge like what is going on and what actually is happening, and like if we should be interpreting things like different ways, like to go like greater than just like what is Earth and stuff like that, that we just like need to think beyond and like not be confined to like what we're told and what we think something is. I think that like from this like in correlation to like all these conspiracies, like I think we need to like look into like not only like things that we think are like different and weird, but like things that we think are super normal and like that we already take as if like no, that's how something is. And I think we need to like look at them in different ways and like figure out like okay, like I don't know, like I think we just need to look deeper into things and not like look into everything like everything is how it is. Like there's obviously something else that could be like happening. So my name is Hailey Nelson, and I am in your Tech 182 class. Thank you.